All right, we should be good. Should be good. Welcome, O Salad. Welcome, ETM. Welcome, AJ. Good to see you guys. Hope you all doing well tonight. Hope you are all doing well tonight. I actually changed up the lighting, and it's impressive with how much it actually makes the green screen actually work. You can like see a little residual here, but it's all good. Hope you guys are all doing well tonight. Metal looking good. No, that's you, man. That's you. That's you, man. I appreciate it though. Man, AJ, it's pretty early for you though, isn't it? Shouldn't you be sleeping, my dude? But hope you guys are all doing well tonight. We're gonna be doing more KC Cup shenanigans, and also we're gonna be doing something kind of fun here. We actually have a new deck. Like, who would have thought we actually make a new deck? Let's freaking go. All right, so let's actually show off the deck here really quick. It's actually kind of fun. New deck hype indeed. It's been through since we've been here together. Dude, yeah, you kind of left me. No, I'm just kidding. Kidding, man. All right, so let's go check out the deck really quick. I need to like find a decent set of like chat and everything. Since I moved, like my orientation of everything's a little bit skewed. I need to fix that at some point, definitely. Anyway, let's going into it. So for those who were actually part of the last stream, somebody was playing Amazonas, and one single card really wanted me to play the deck. So I'm like, all right, hell yeah. So Amazonas Onslaught is like really good because like its last effect is that if your Amazonas monster battles an opponent's monster while this is already face up, you can banish that monster. That's insane. The fact that it's not targeted removal is great. Like one of the best things you can do. Yo, Orlando, yo, it has been a while. Hope you're doing well tonight. How's your night going so far? Believe it or not, Metal, I've been waking up every day and checking if you were live. Bro, that's some dedication. That's really impressive. I appreciate that. But like I always do, like if I do go live on Twitch, like 90% of the time, I remember to do that through the Discord. But this is what we're going to be playing tonight. I'm actually really looking forward to playing something that's not Burning Abyss. As much as I love the deck, you know, sometimes you can kind of change things up. So with the deck, we're going to be doing, we'll do a quick deck profile and then we'll just jump into it really quick here. I'm going to be very unprofessional, actually, turn down my phone. Just let's go. Trying Amazonas. Amazonas is so fun. Yeah. Like, Orlando, like we were actually streaming, not too long ago, like last weekend, and somebody played it. I'm like, this deck seems hella fun. Especially with the ability of Holy Guard, like it's so good. You take no damage during your turn. Like that's actually really good when you combine it with cards like Amazonas Queen, but we'll just get into it quickly. Amazonas Princess, when she's normal specialism, you can add an Amazonas spell or trap from your deck to your hand. And then when she declares an attack, you can send one other card from your hand or field to the graveyard, special summon an Amazonas monster. So far, like you want to send something to the grave, summon Amazonas Queen so she can't be destroyed from the attack. Then you can get something out like Amazonas Onslaught or the Village, and then just kind of go from there. 2 Queen so far. Queen is fine at 2. Really good protecting your monsters from being destroyed by battle. 3 Swordswoman, just being able to redirect the damage you would take to your opponent is really good. Baby Tiger is really good. Initially, I tried playing 2 out of this, but then I realized it could be special summoned from the grave or the hand when you normal or special summon another Amazonas, which is kind of insane because it's really good to go for your link plays or your Xyz. 1 Amazonas Spy, just another body to be able to get onto the field. 1 Amazonas Scout. Scout's pretty cool if you can get it off on the field. It's a bit... Once per turn, you can, during the player's turn, you can tribute a monster. Your Amazonas monster cannot be destroyed by battle or, I'm sorry, by card effects or monster effects targeting, which is good. Sometimes it just needs a little bit more protection. 1 Rotor to be able to search out your princess or whatever you really need. 2 Book of Moon. 1 Amazonas Village. Once per turn, you can special summon an Amazonas monster level from your deck level to if one of them gets destroyed, so you could like tag them out, which is pretty nice. We're playing 1 Bottomless, 2 Floodgates, and 3 Onslaught. Onslaught is just insane. Hype for Tearlaments. Sorry to hear that. No, like that's fine. That's fine. Like I've been seeing Tearlaments are joining into Master Duel. I'm like, that's great and all, but why? I would switch out 2 cards for Phoenix Chain. I don't know if I actually have Phoenix Chain. Let me double check really quick. Let's see. Oh, speak of the devil, we actually have 2. We'll do some testing and see what I feel like I would want to switch out and go from there. But honestly, not a bad idea. Phoenix Chain is really good. Just to be able to do the effect negation and also, of course, stopping attacks is pretty solid too. For the extra deck, it's nothing really special. Like, we don't have a whole lot. Like, the Amazonas cards actually got some new fusion support, but we're still missing some of that, so we don't really get to play that. So we're just playing some rank 4 generics. 1 Dark Rebellion, 1 Maelstrom, 1 Utopia, 47, because you could technically make it with your Amazonas Princess, and I'll call this Spy. We also have 7-11 Slin, Diamond Direwolf. Super Quantal Mech Beast Grand Pulse is pretty decent. It's kind of like just being able to get rid of your opponent's back row, which is pretty nice. And of course, Phoenix is the same regard as well. Run a Phoenix Chain and Master Duel. Isn't Phoenix Chain, like, unfortunately kind of slow these days for the TCG? Would that even be a viable card to really play? Anyway, let's jump into it. We've only done like a few games with the deck, but the deck is pretty fun to play, honestly. Yeah, like, I just don't know. Is Fiendish Chain, like... Again, I don't play Master Duel too often, but is Fiendish Chain still decent? Is it good? Don't question my intelligence. I wasn't questioning your intelligence. Besides, you are the guy who owns Konami, right? You own Konami? Why would I question that? All right, let's go. Oh! This opening hand is not good. Not a good opening hand. This is not good. This is not a good start. This is not a good opening start. Let's see what we can do. Turn Dark 1, Dark Magician. Okay, so they're going to get a Magical Dimension. Gotcha. They can add a Dark Magician. Gotcha. Okay. So we'll see. We will see. Just the fact we open up with pretty much only back row and we're going second. Dimensional Contra, what do? You can add 1 magical dimension from your deck or your hand to the grid. Wow, that's actually kind of interesting. They gave us a spell. This card sent to the grid, monster zone to the graveyard, control equal to... Wow, that's actually quite a bit of shit. So we can assume one of them is a magical dimension. We're still not drawing any monster. Not good. Yeah, this is actually pretty... We're just going to... It's only from the grave. We don't really have anything we can... No, I mean, there's really not much I can do, unfortunately. We gotta pass. Yeah, Magical Dimension's coming out. Does this destroy a monster or a card? DMG, let's go. You can target 1 monster. Then you can destroy 1 monster on the field. It's optional, so they don't have to destroy it, but they chose to do it. Huh, interesting. Wasn't it optional, though? There's a cat with a mustache probably made last year. Uganda destroyed a lot of the meta. For real? Interesting. I'm actually glad to see that actually did something. Their target is Book of Moon. Might as well just activate. So get rid of that. Put it face down at least. Honestly, like, I'm still pretty new to the deck, but the fact that it's actually doing something is really good. I didn't really expect Amazonas to do much. Oh, come on! I mean, actually, we have Amazonas Onslaught. We do have Amazonas Onslaught, which doesn't restrict us from special summoning, you know, level 4 below, I believe. So we're kind of good with that. So we'll set 2 in case they do have some kind of, like, you know, popping shenanigans. We're going to be fine from there. We don't need to use a field spell just yet. We're only running 1 field spell, so we kind of want to put it in a state where we're not going to lose it. Deck looks really sweet. It's fun when it works. It's definitely fun. Like, the fact that I open up with, like, nothing monster wise, I'm kind of like, actually, wait a minute. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Honestly, does this trigger for flip summon too? But normal special. Okay, so it's not going to trigger that. So that's fine. Yo, Mystic Sage, welcome to the stream, dude. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. How's it going, Mystic? Magician's Magic. Return. Oh, Secrets of Dark Magic. I mean, that's actually pretty good. Their back row is taken up, so I'm actually kind of cool with that. I love this is because it looks actually... Yo, Dark Side of Dimension, Taya. Yeah, they definitely did a great job with her character redesign. Like, honestly, all of them did really good besides Duke Devlin and Bakura. All right, so we're going to special summon Amazonas Queen in... we'll just put in defense, but it doesn't really matter too much. So now we can at least have Queen on board, which is good because now we can start attacking and using Onslaught to actually do some banishing. Yo, ATM dude, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 37 months of terrible financial decisions. No, I'm just kidding. I appreciate you, ATM. I don't have any more Bean Boozles. I'm going to substitute them from something else. But, dude, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the love and support, dude. No, we're not going to use that right now. Amazoness Onslaught's effect. Because it was part of damage calculation battle, banish. It's so good. It is so good. Still haven't had the time to play Chrono Trigger yet with Easter going on. Dude, fair enough. But, dude, Chrono Trigger is like one of the goats of JRPGs, so you're going to have a good time. You were going to have a good time. And especially with, like, you know, Easter, of course, you know, it's definitely important. Hope you had a good Easter. Hope everybody had a good Easter, by the way. Did anybody do anything fun for Easter? Let's see. So, I mean, we could special summon it off with Amazon's Onslaught and be able to get the 500 bonus, and that's fine. Okay, yeah, we could just go to combat. Go to combat? Yeah, we can use the effect. Destroy the universe once I hit 3 years? I mean, dude, I believe it. Oh, wow. Mirror Force is actually kind of a annoying card to deal with, but we could still summon our Tiger. It's only going to be able to get, like, what, 100 attack? Oh, it'll be 11. We won't take damage during the battle. It's fine. Let's just go with that. Missed the timing of Amazon's Village. Oh, no. Yeah, it's a when effect, so unfortunately you did miss the timing. It is what it is. It's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine at the same time. I don't see Casey here. Yo. I see what you did there. Yo, 4th page. Good to see, man. Hope you're doing well. How's it going, dude? Anything new going on, my dude? Dude, Baby Tiger is good. Piercing the darkness there, Sora. Oh, yeah, it's like the normal monster thingy. That's fine. Sets a card. Let's see. So we already have one of his Dark Magicians banished. It's very much a cat. It's very much a cat. Yo, Amazoness Princess. So let's freaking go. Good card. Very good card, actually. So we're going to drop Princess. Help make some tweaks. What are your suggestions out of curiosity? I'm on a week paid vacation, so I decided to go to trip for a few days. Dude, that is awesome. Do you have any fun plans on your trip? Like anything specific you're going to do, or just, you know, enjoy the time? So we're going to drop Princess. Princess will give us a search of Onslaught. Once per turn, you can send another card from your hand to the field of the graveyard. So we could be able to special summon, maybe Scout from the deck. We can do that. Because Scout will be able to do some damage. You already used one Mirror Force. I doubt we're going to run into another one. Yeah, we'll just go to combat, actually. So go to combat. Let's attack first with Tiger. See if we can do anything. And then once we attack with Princess, we could just send the Tiger to the graveyard and summon something from the deck anyway. In defense position. Okay, so we can't actually go for an OTK here just yet, which is fine. So we're going to use Princess effect. We'll send Tiger to the graveyard. And Book of Moon. The effect still resolves, though, because we declared an attack, right? Or does that have to be face up to resolve? No, we're good. We can then summon... I guess we could just bring out Amazon's Queen for protection, so we'll do that. And then Tiger's going to trigger in the graveyard, which is really ridiculous. So we get like a free summon. I guess we could also attack again with Tiger. So yeah, let's just do that. All right, so we got the Onslaught, we got a Bottomless, and I guess we're kind of good for now. Not particularly mainly see any sight in my hometown. I don't live there. Fair enough. Nonetheless, I hope you have a good time, especially the paid vacation. There's so much things you could do, right? Wait, what? Do they actually have 5? No, there's no way. They got 2. I'm kind of curious to see where this goes into. I'm very, very curious. I'm very curious to see where it goes. So they're doing 3? The Dark Magicians. What do you do? Once per turn, if a spell is activated, you can draw a card. Then if it's a set, and you can be able to do that. This card is destroyed. You can summon both a Dark Magician. I mean, does it really matter? Not really. Because, I mean, we're not going to take... Well, I mean, we will take damage with Tiger, but that's fine. So if we do Bottomless, he could special summon a Dark Magician from hand, deck, and our graveyard. So we could be able to do that. No. Because then he could banish stuff with Dark Magic Circle. Yeah, so I think we're going to avoid that. No, we're not going to do that. We'll just let the Amazonas Onslaught take care of it. You'll get to draw something and then set a card potentially, but this is a much better play. The Dark Magician up an animation too. I think would be pretty cool, actually. That would be really cool. There's actually so many cards that deserve an animation, just never got it. No, we don't need to use that one. Amazonas Onslaught triggers. It's going to banish, which is cool because it's not destroyed. So it doesn't actually trigger their card, and we get the game. Let's go. So solid. Let's see. So Amazonas Willpower, Amazonas Sage, and Amazonas Arch. Let me, we'll take a quick look at the cards, what they... It's like, I got the, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I think I net deck like 80% of this list because I'm just that good at this game. Let's see. So Sage, at the end of the damage step, this card attacked is still in the field. Target one spell on your opponent's field and destroy that target. That's actually pretty solid. It's like a pseudo MST in a, well, it's actually more like Lila in a sense, but 1400 attack, not too bad. She is a level 4 warrior, so that's all good, fine and dandy. Not dramatic rescue willpower. Select the Amazon monster in your graveyard and special summon attack position. It cannot be changed to spell, must attack if able. When this card is removed from the field, destroy that card. So it's basically Call of the Haunted, but for Amazonas. I mean, not a bad card at all, but not too sure. Basically, dude, I mean, it pretty much is Call of the Haunted. Like, if you Google Call of the Haunted, it's basically Call of the Haunted, but for Amazonas. Still not a bad card. And let's see, Amazonas Archers. Actually, when your opponent declares an attack while you control Amazonas monsters, all monsters your opponent control are changed to face-up attack position and lose 500 attack while they remain. Ooh. It's like a free monster reborn. It's basically, I mean, it's Call of the Haunted. To me, it's more similar to Call of the Haunted than Monster Reborn, right? Because it's still a trap, so you have to wait a whole turn to use it. It has the same clause of destruction as Call of the Haunted, and it's limited to our graveyard, right? Which is fine. But typically, from what I've been playing, the only real Amazonas that stays in the graveyard for long is something like Baby Tiger or Spy. Like, a pretty cool play we could do is we could bring back Spy. That's going to trigger the Baby Tiger in our graveyard, get them both on the field, and then we can just link or, you know, do something different. Pretty cool. Or if we go for the Tiger play, we have Scouts in the graveyard, we can go for a rank 2 or a link 2. What do you want to do? Not like, definitely an idea, but I think I would be more on the rope of trying with the Sage, because, like, depending on the matchup, this can be a very strong card to be able to get rid of back row, because, like, we have more disruption and not spell and back row destruction. You know what that means? The problem is breaking with it. I mean, that was a pretty good example. Yeah, we bricked so damn hard. We definitely bricked. And Amazonas Archer is, like, pretty cool. I would love to use this card in combination with Amazonas Swordswoman, because this, like, Amazonas Swordsman plus the Archers and Queen is just so good because they're going to take all the damage and this will prevent it from being destroyed by battle. So I'm definitely looking in. I'll definitely try putting in a Sage. The Scout play may not come up too often. We'll try lipping on a Scout. I want to try to keep as close to 20, 21 cards as possible. Let's see. Equip only 2. Once per turn, the monster cannot be destroyed by battle. When the opponent's monster declares after damage target, destroy the attack. Oh, that's not too bad. That is not too bad. That is not too bad. Oh man, if only we played Amazon. No, I'm just kidding. We do play Amazonas. I mean, like, my only concern, if we have Queen and the Amazonas Onslaught, it's kind of redundant at that point, in a sense. That makes sense. Remove one of the trap things. Bottomless? Bottomless? Do we? I mean, I do like Bottomless. If Bottomless becomes more of an issue down the road in some testing, we might remove it. I know in the last game, we actually opted not to use Bottomless just because it just didn't really do anything, since it still destroys it and then banishes it. So we're definitely going to try the Sage. I do want to keep the 3 Swordswomen just so we can bust her out, because the Swordswoman herself can sometimes be in alternate win condition, especially in the mid game. I do want to keep the 3 Onslaughts. Sage is pretty good. Sage is good. The Book of Mirror 2, good. I'm not really feeling heirloom. Archer. Actually, only your opponent's monster has to. If it was when any monster attacks, including my own, I would definitely be more inclined to do Amazon as archers, but like you have to allow them to attack. So I'm not really feeling that. I'd remove bottles for a Phoenix Chain. You know what? Yeah, we'll give that a shot. We'll give that a shot. We will give that. We'll give that a shot. I do like Phoenix Chain as a card. And as long as we have one onslaught, we still have access to the chain, so that's fine. And we can always, destroy the monster pretty easily anyway with our Amazons by banishing it. When it is destroyed. I don't know how often this is going to come up, but with the fact with Phoenix Chain, it only gets rid of itself when the monster is destroyed, right? If we use Onslaught to banish the target instead, it's going to keep Phoenix Chain on the field, therefore clogging our back row. Is that likely going to happen? I'm not too sure. So, let's give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. So in with the Sage, out with the Bottomless, in with the Phoenix Chain, and out with the Bottomless. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, like my only concern is that like Phoenix Chain could potentially, limit our back row, but we'll see how realistically that actually comes up, right? I might just be overthinking it. We'll see. We'll see, my dudes. Yes, we will see. Mice cannot stand this. We have 22 cards in our deck and not 20. Yo, it happens. It happens. It happens, my guy. We got the Amazon of Spy and Swordsman. It's not too bad. Master Duel releasing 3 months with Kalos Pedonino at 1 as well. Yeah, which is interesting. I'm kind of glad that they're preemptively getting ready for it, which is good because tournaments are definitely going to be an issue. Mr. Ryan, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. Glad to have you here. I for sure will call you Mr. Ryan. Hope you're doing well tonight, my dude. They're going to drop with the Deep Sea Diva into... Oh, they're playing Atlanteans. I haven't seen this deck since... What, like 2012? 2013? You're lucky it's 21. Dude, it's a lucky number. Playing a 21 card deck. Yeah, it's definitely a lucky number there, my guy. So he's dropping number 37, Hope Woven Dragon Spider. Damn, that's like so many words. I am happy to see as well people still streaming Duel Links. Yeah, I love Duel Links. It's actually my preferred Yu-Gi-Oh format these days. Don't get me wrong, the TCG is still fun, but Duel Links just a little bit faster paced, instead of Master Duel taking 12-minute turns. Hope you're doing well, Mr. Ryan. Do you what's your favorite deck in Duel Links? When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you could detach a material. They lose 1,000 attack. Until the end of the battle phase, this card is destroyed by balance into the graveyard. You can target one of the monsters in your graveyard to special summon it. Not too shabby there. Number 37. We did get the reinforcements, so we're going to go with that. So go with Rhoda. Same, right? Yeah, because like with Master Duel, it just takes forever to get through the turns. And sometimes it just doesn't have a payoff, right? With Duel Links, it's much quicker. Scout is good at the action. Exactly, yeah. Scout is like really good, especially when you combine it with cards like Amazon as Pet Tiger, which is really good. So we can be able to summon Princess, and then we can also go in for that. We can get rid of the back row. Let's see. So we can go for a rank 3, which isn't too shabby. So we're going to set the Floodgate. We'll actually see what they have back row first. So we're going to summon Princess. Use Princess as a fact. We're going to probably try to search for maybe Onslaught. Not a fan of too popular decks. I play a lot of UA. Yo, I loved UA's like little gimmick. Like the fact they kept bouncing stuff back and forth. It was always pretty interesting to me. So they got the Forbidden Chalice. So unfortunately does negate the Princess, which I guess is fine. And Casey coming with gimmick puppets. There you go. Honestly, I get that, dude. I totally get that. I prefer to play decks that I find fun and enjoying. Whether they're good, that's sometimes left to be determined. But if I have fun with it, that's all that really matters to me. We don't really have much we can do. All monsters you control until the end of this phase. So, I mean, we could... I guess we could go for an attack with 47. Let's see. Cannot attack unless there's... I mean, the defense is pretty good on him, actually. That's actually not too shabby. Unfortunately, kind of did stomp our play here, so I think we're just going to sit with a number Super Quantum, because it is going to be enough to deal with number 37 just past turn. Let's see. You can see, yeah, this one does, unfortunately, doesn't So I guess we'll just pass turn at this point. Next turn, once we do get the Onslaught, we're going to be good. Honestly, I think I'm going to make Vampires on MD. Yo, Axe Mango would totally support that notion. AC with Gravekeepers. Gravekeepers so much fun, especially when the meta is just like constantly like reliant on their graveyard. Gravekeepers are like, bruh, no, not at all happening. Yeah, exactly. As long as you're having fun, that's all that really matters. And I'm totally an advocate for that as well. Another Deep Sea Diva. Honestly, I'll probably just do the Floodgate when they actually drop the card. Sick of seeing Dark Magician Blue Eyes every other duel. No, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Blue Eyes is, yeah, I see a ton of Blue Eyes, which is fine because it's usually a pretty easy deck to play around. But yeah, no, I totally get you. Don't get me wrong, I love the original series. It's what got me into the game to begin with. But yeah, I'm good on seeing any more Blue Eyes and Dark Magician. So he's going for, he's going for a pretty big boy there. Fifth Nice Beast of Renegade. Seriously, yeah, because like with Phantom Knights, like they can't do anything. Same thing with like decks like Burning Abyss and stuff like that. Sure, they could still go into their Dante, but like all their Burning Abyss triggers are gone. Like, because back when Burning Abyss was like the top shit, like anytime I saw like an Abyss Dweller, it's over. It's not a good time. Speaking of Abyss Dweller, what of the timing? I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really. I mean, you don't have any graveyard triggers, so it's fine. Fine. Listen, this stream see chills and I dig it. I would love to give you something, but BRB, dude, no worries. You're totally fine. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much, man. I try to be chill. I try to be chill. And no worries. Take your time, my dude. Oh, yeah. Maybe I should have done that. Dude, Jesus. Damn, Mr. Ryan, thank you for the 1,000 biddies. My God, dude, holy shit. Wow, thank you so much, man. The support, that's insane. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You didn't have to do that. I guess it makes sense why they went with the Abyss Dweller, because I forgot it had the effect where they actually increase water monsters' attacks. But damn, Ryan, appreciate you. Thank you, man. Yeah, I guess Abyss Dweller, you know, had an ulterior motive. It was my birthday, so I figured something about, oh, that is so awesome. Hope you had a wonderful birthday. Wait, was today your birthday, like on Easter? Or was it like recently? At least I get to watch you before I lose. Damn, AJ. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Reworked my Gravekeeper deck, and the only thing I can say about that, there's no special summon for my opponents. That's cool. Instead of that whole,
screw the rules, I have money.
Instead of the whole screw the rules, I have money thing, could be like, screw the rules, I declare special summons invalid. It's so good. Oh, I mean, we got the queen, we got the princess, which is nice, but I don't need 2 and 2. So that's where I'm to pass 30 minutes ago. Oh, fair enough. I mean, the timing, right? But nonetheless, I hope you had a wonderful birthday and an Easter. Hope you had a wonderful time on both accords. I'm kind of inclined to go for Onslaught here because we can't do much. Yeah, we'll go with Onslaught because Onslaught can special summon a queen from our hand to the field. And then we can just sit down and we'll just pass turn. We'll go with that. Let's see what Kite can do. What crimes? I'm literally sitting here. I mean, if they told me my crimes were playing Drowning Mirror Force like a year or 2 ago, I'd be like, you know what? I own up to that. But right now, I'm a wholesome boy. Hope your Easter was also good. It was pretty good. It was very eventful, but in a good eventful. We actually just recently closed on a new home, which just opens up a lot more opportunities for me and my wife to work from home. So it's definitely been an adventure. It's definitely been an adventure. We haven't even been in the house for like 2 weeks, but it's mortgage process is very fun. Could you have this comment card? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Congrats. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Ryan. I appreciate you. It's called Hidden Temples of Necro Valley. I'm not playing Gravekeepers are not playing it. Dude, it's good. It's good. It does what it needs to do. It does what it needs to do. Honestly, I thought about building Gravekeepers just because it seemed like a fun anti-ish meta deck. especially in certain formats, right? And the fact that you can still sometimes move stuff from the graveyard without Necro Valley making a big deal, it's great. Good art. Good art. Let's see. You can target your opponent's monster. This card battles an opponent's monster. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Interesting. So this is during the player's battle step. So this is battle step, and this is after damage step. I want to say battle step happens first and then damage calc. So we'll see how this goes. We will see how this goes. But yeah, I'm like any deck that you play that actually creates engagement in playing, like that's the way I go for. Like when I was playing Master Duel not too long ago and I came across Runic, like it was basically watching my opponent playing solitaire. It was fine. I did not mind decking out in turn 1. That was good. That was a great time. It was a great time. When you deck out turn 1, it's great. Photon Hand? Yo, this dude's actually playing a deck of himself. That's insane. You control a Photon or Galaxy monster, pay 1,000, take one of your opponent's monsters. Oh, oh, that is not good. Oh, that is not good. I mean, that's fine. We can hold off. They're going to take over our creature, which is fine. But it is what it is. We could still use our Amazoness Onslaught to special summon our queen from the hand and then just do something like that.
Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon.
Yo, Ryan, dude, Ryan. Hell, man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub to Orlando. That was too nice of you. Thank you so much, Ryan. Get Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Negate all the cards face up in the field. Then you can detach one material from this card. Detach. Oh no! It's actually kind of funny. I feel like he probably would have been better off keeping Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, but we won't tell them. We won't tell them. I like giving. I appreciate that. I try to when I can. But as of like right now, as you can tell, having to put down money on a down payment, that, yeah, unfortunately, like you become really broke really quick. Oh, they're keep going. Cannot be used once per trigger. Detach, target a card on this field and destroy it. I don't like that. I don't like that. So we probably will have to. This actually lets us drop a card though, right? This card in the field is destroyed instead of the graveyard. You can target an Amazon's monster in your graveyard, special summon it. We'll go ahead. We'll do it. Unfortunately, we don't have one on the graveyard, so we're actually about to be OTK'd because they're probably going to detach and destroy it, which is fine. It is. I'm slightly behind. What is this? What deck is this you're playing? Oh, we're currently playing Amazoness. Basically, the idea is to get like our Amazoness monsters and to abuse Amazoness Onslaught to banish our opponent's monsters during the battle phase, and use cards such as Princess to get the cards, and this one to protect ourselves from being destroyed by battle. And our effect prevents us from taking damage during our turn. So we can just literally monster mash our stuff into theirs and then banish their stuff without losing our stuff. It's pretty fun. I made a Fire Princess deck. I could see why they'll give you one copy of her. Fire Princess would be pretty interesting. That's like the old school card that every time they take burn damage, they burn an extra 500, but probably 250 in Duel Links, right? But yeah, like the main idea of the deck is to basically abuse this, because the fact that if your Amazoness monster battled an opponent's monster while this is already face up, you can banish their monster. Like the fact that it doesn't target is so much fun. And we can use cards like this to special summon other Amazoness by sending a card from our hand to the graveyard. We're just getting kind of bad draws, honestly. Look at the card absorption. Card absorption. I can't spell for the life of me. I'm out. Forward. Card absorption. It's like an old one. Regain like 500 or something, right? Each time a spell is activated, gain 500 life points immediately after it resolves. Oh, I kind of like where this is going. I kind of like where this is going. So then Flame Prince or Fire Princess. Let's see what you do. Each time you gain life points. Oh, I get you. I get you. That's so good. That is so good. Card absorption. Yeah, the one where you gain 500 life points, right? Every time you gain life points or whatever. Not bad. We got Baby Tiger. We got Sword. We got Village. We'll set the Onslaught. Hopefully they don't have any spell or disruptions and stuff like that. In case we can actually get off Amazoness Onslaught during the battle phase, we could special summon both Queen and Goblin Thief is where you gain 500 and they lose 500, right? They're setting the pendulum scale. Stargazer Magician. And it's an OTK. Yeah, I can see it just because like they each trigger each other's effect, right? With spell absorption plus the Fire Princess. Or form a pal Ham Sam what? Han Samariger. That's awesome. When you put up with this card, it shares the plus mouse by outside of the gravity. You can add a level 5 higher pendulum from your deck to your hand. Not too shabby. The fact it's also at 1800 attack is pretty decent too. It's also a beast warrior, so you can actually search it off with 10 key. That's actually pretty solid. So they got a scale of 2 to 3. I mean, they might go for Odd Eyes' end phase effect to destroy it, maybe. We'll see. Any day now. I have a replay of it. I made someone laugh when I showed it to them. I mean, if you can win in those very cheeky ways, it's good. It is so good. And like sometimes people just laugh. Like if I lose in a very unique way, I am totally fine with that, to be honest. We'll drop Amazoness Queen. We're not gonna do Tiger right now, actually. I don't want him to get a search with Ham Samariger. So we're not gonna drop dare drop the Tiger. It just doesn't make any sense. Yep, so he's going to go to the end phase, which is kind of cool because now he'll take damage from like pendulum monsters. So she'll go back down to 26 due to the influence of our field spell. And what are they going to be searching? Are they going to be searching for Time Gazer maybe? Oh, Zhangxing. This is like for the rebellion, right? You try to face up to see control at a level and one level 5. It becomes a level. Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Ooh, Amazoness Swordswoman.
Sweet. We can actually do some fun shenanigans with that too. Right on. Let's go. Let's see. So go to. We're gonna do that. Oh, waiting for a response. I need Zuzu. I don't want to grind for her. Oh, fair enough. Is there like ridiculous unlock requirements, or is it just kind of like the time of doing it? All right, so 17. Let's see, so we can do that. So we can destroy the tiger. They could be able to get a search. Oh, they got some bad connect. Now we're good. All right, so we can do that. So we can destroy. We can add a special summon. One Amazons with level less or equal to. So we can't be able to do what I was hoping to do, which I guess is fine. So, because I think the only target we would have is Scout, right? So let's just go with, let's just attack over it. Activate Amazon's Onslaught. Banish that post. And then we'll just swing for 24, which puts him down to like, what, 800 after this? Yeah, puts him down to 800. I mean, our monsters can't be destroyed battle, and they also have like the banishing like effect, so we should be okay, but we will see. Time of doing it. That's fair. That is fair. Like sometimes with the time it takes to grind for a character, when you have everything else going on, like it just like gets that behind you, right? That's why like when I get like when they give us like those character unlock tickets, right? I'll actually use those for like the more grindy like characters, because yeah, I don't want to spend the whole time getting them. Like, I wouldn't mind having the characters just so I can level up for more gems, but no, I get that completely. Unfortunately, you know, playing Duel Links on the job is something that is apparently frowned upon. Would you believe that? There must be fans of Master Duel over Duel. I'll see myself out. They got a scale of 2 to 7, so they can bring back the Odd Eye. Oh, they're going for 3?
My monsters are ready to
That's great, Yuma! Or Yuya, that's it. Yuya, not Yuma, not Yuma. I don't think I've actually seen the animation for this. Well, let's see, let's see. Solid, solid. Acrobatic magician. Okay, it doesn't really matter. This card show up, I can make the monster. Yo! Oh, wait, well, we can still banish it, which is fine. I use a character unlock so I could get Yugioh and Supreme King Jaden Mania to unlock them requires so much card. Exactly, yeah. Those are really good decisions, honestly. And honestly, like, again, who doesn't like Yubel and Supreme King Jaden? Like, honestly, like, the later season GX characters I feel are just so cool. I think I used mine on Yubel / Jaden. And I don't know why, but the most recent character unlock ticket I decided to use on Maximilian Pegasus because who doesn't want to play as the creator of Duel Monsters? It's so much of a fun time, especially when you defeat Kaiba Boy. Unfortunately, we took double damage there. We're still alive though, thank goodness. I forgot about Allies effects. Let's see. So we could switch her to defense mode, obviously. Then we could swing into action. And probably attack into that. That'll be able to do quite a bit of damage. We can do 7. Oddly enough, it's funny that our field spell is actually kind of preventing us from getting a next turn. Hit the summon a card, you can only get through the store, right? Yeah, I feel like some of the requirements to unlock certain characters just take more time than it'd like to be. Love the Pegasus voice there. I appreciate it. One of the things I'm a huge nerd for / passionate about, whatever you want to call it, is I'm a huge fan of voice acting and voice actors in general. It's actually something I sometimes get the opportunity of doing on the side, which has always been fun. I love acting. And with the new addition of this work that I'm doing, I might be able to potentially get to do it more often. I'm just gonna banish their entire field. It's so funny. And the cool thing is it doesn't go to the top of the Rection deck, so you don't really get much to pendulum summon next turn. Opinion on Evil Eye deck. I mean, it's cool, but from my experience, like, if you just know which equips to hit, you're fine. And play around it. Kind of like how the Noble Knights deck, to me, I feel like you just have to like kind of figure out where you want to go with. You know? I feel like it's one of the decks where you definitely have to like read the cards twice and it takes up more time, but it's not like I would not be upset at facing off against it. Because that's one that has like the Evil Eye equip cards and stuff like that, right? How much I can... We can attack over that and just go for game potentially on that one. We'll set the Onslaught. We could have done the... No, this doesn't do anything right now, so it leads me to believe this is maybe just a bluff card. Let's see. Yeah, so that's fine. They also cannot be shown by card effects. It doesn't matter. We're banishing. So that's good. We'll just go for GG. Forced by losing life points. 100,000 attack if you really try. I mean, to me, that sounds fun. But I just don't really have a whole lot of experience against facing off against Evil Eye. I would say if I had to name a deck type that I just really don't like facing off against, it would probably be Arrow Mages, honestly. That's just one of the decks where I just kind of like, just, you know, kind of just shrug a little bit. But, you know, if you like playing that deck, totally cool. Totally cool. It's just not my cup of tea. Yo, it's Zane. Got this. I'm gonna bet they're playing Cyber Dragon. If they could just like do a turn 1 Cyber and Dragon, that'd be kind of cool, actually. I'm also working to get Sealed Tombs work well on Harpies. Sealed Tombs. What's the ability of Sealed Tombs? I know how Harpies work pretty well, but what does Sealed Tombs do? So it's like kind of like a gamble, lose life points to try to hit an over for game. It's a gimmicky way to win, but if that's how it works, that sounds actually kind of fun. It's like a glass cannon deck at that point, right? Because it's like all or nothing sort of thing. This is also treated as Cyber Dragon on the field, right? Yeah, okay. I'm assuming they're setting Cyberload Fusion. But monsters on the opponent cannot attack. That's fine. Why'd you pick Taya as? Because Taya can use Holy Guard. With Holy Guard, we don't take battle damage during our turn. So if I have Amazoness Swordswoman on the field with Amazoness Queen, I can attack my opponent's monsters. My monsters don't get destroyed, and they will take the battle damage instead of me. Also, hope you don't mind all the questions. Oh, no, it's totally fine. No, you're totally fine. If you have a question, by all means, ask it, you know? The worst I can do is just not answer it, right? And especially if it's something like, you know, in Yu-Gi-Oh! No, totally fine. Totally fine. Let's see. So they could probably go for, what, Cybernetic Twin Dragon? So that's fine. Because if I try to go to Nightmare Phoenix, they'll just react by using their fields or their special fusion card. The monster cannot attack for the turn it's summoned. That's totally fine. Don't really care too much. Yeah, we will go for... We'll humor them. We'll humor. Makes it so your opponents can't unphase and neither player can activate card effects in the graveyard or banish from the graveyard. Neither player can activate. It's not going to prevent you from resolving your hysteric sign, right? Like that's going to be fine. Oh yeah, I forgot this is actually a card. Target number. So I mean, they're going to get rid of our field spell and this, which it is what it is. Oh, it's not a. Oh, that sucks actually. That's a level 3, so I can't. Sucks actually. Let's see. Once this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you get special summon. This thing gets also multiple attacks, right? Once per turn, you get sent it to 2. Yeah, that's not good. We'll probably special summon this anyway, just so I can have a little bit of a defense buffer here for their next turn. So I guess we'll just do that. I don't think we have anything in a. Yeah, this only link. Kind of as. We'll just pass turn. I may ask a bit because I tried to get back into Duel Links last month after a 2-year hiatus. Dang, that's insane. I mean, first off, welcome back to the game and no worries. There's a lot of great resources out there for Duel Links content. Of course, like, you know, my channel is just a small puddle into the Duel Links ecosystem. Like, there's a lot of great channels out there and just resources. And also, Konami is putting out some really good decks and packs that just allow you to get caught up to speed pretty quickly. So Notchester's activating. If this card's armor special, something that's fine. So Cyber Dragon's coming out. That's fine. You have any time so you can use. Okay, cool. I didn't know if it was like a passive skill set or you had to like use it like at a certain point. Cyber Nova. Yeah, they got it. They can use Nova to go into Infinity if that's actually in this game. I forget if Infinity is actually in the game. And they can also use Nova to boost up at this card's attack too. Yeah, so he can attack using his effect, bam, and then go for the OTK. So we're kind of dead. So let's see. I might actually do some I might actually check out our deck here for a second. Like, we actually haven't accessed any, oddly enough, of the edits we just recently did. We'll use Amazon as Swordswoman to grab a card back. Yeah, that's fine. Add it to hand? Yeah, of course. We'll add it to our hand. Yeah. Use it once per duel when your Hawaiian points are 1,000 less and more than your opponent. You can only use it once per duel and your life points have to be 1,000 less or more than. Okay, cool. Yo, Hopesius, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. It's going. We actually got the green screen more or less set up, so I'll probably have to do some edits to figure out how I want to make this work because we still have the frame. So I'm still captured in some kind of box, but hope you're doing well, Hopesius. Oh, wait, we're gonna check something out really quick. So deck editor. Oh wait, wrong character. Oh, Burning Abyss. How I miss you. All right, so those are fine. The likelihood of them banishing a queen seems very inconsistent. And we can always add another one if we need to. So we'll try dropping a queen to drop it down to 20 so we don't draw into multiple, because we've had that happen a few times. 3 swords woman. We can keep the 3. Sage is fine. The tiger's fine. Also, let's get some inspiration with some popular card search. We're already using Rotus. We're already using our 1 card. We can't. Super poly. Dweller. Dweller could be a thing. Now we don't need. Chalice is it? Ooh. Chalice isn't bad actually if I think about it, because like I could use Chalice to like negate something to attack over and then still use the Onslaught to banish something. So Chalice potentially could be something we can look into. We took out one of the queens, still kept all that in there. This hasn't clogged up anything, so that's, you know, fine to deal with. I think we're, man, I kind of feel just, we only did 1 edit, but there's really not much else we can point. Let's see, a consistent 3. Actually, we're gonna do another quick search here for a second. Go to filter. Let's go with Exceed, and let's go with rank 3. Is there actually any that actually have a decent amount of attack? Leviathan, no. No. I mean, if we wanted to stall, we can go for Zen mains. Laundry is done. Yo, welcome back, dude. The laundry is so hype. We used to do our stream centered around laundry stream. That was fun. I'm not even joking. Dante, my boy. Fender Knight's a break sword. No. We have 36 copies of Gigant XG. That's a bit overkill, but that's hilarious, actually. Maelstrom is basically a Book of Moon, which is fine. I think what we'll do is we'll actually switch out Maelstrom for a wind-up Zen mains. A bit more of a stall card and actually kind of like do some different things, so that's fine. Speaking of laundry, I'll be right back. Yo, no worries. If anybody needs to do laundry, this is your laundry stream reminder. To do your laundry. If you need to, of course, obviously. I was a good boy and did my laundry earlier, so we're good. I also made that one joke where I was going to have like a picture of the laundry stream set up, so I think I might actually want to do that. I think I'll need to like get a frame for the office and just put like a picture, remember where we started from. You have a Discord server? Yes, we do. We do have a Discord server. You're more than welcome to join. We talk about everything from gaming to music to anime to card games. Great. Communication timed out. That's fine. That is totally fine. Breakfast was good. A spicy steak for breakfast? That sounds pretty interesting. We also do talk about food. Better yet, we post food pictures. I actually had some cheesy noodles and garlic bread. Way too many carbs for my general taste, but it was a good dinner. Jacket Atlas. We got that British accent. Let's go. We're going first. Ooh, this is actually kind of better. The Onslaught plus that is actually pretty solid. So we're going to set the 2. We'll summon Swordswoman to attack one, then we'll just pass turn. With any luck, we might be able to get Queen off on the field and then be able to do some damage. I'm going to share my Gravekeeper's deck and Fire Princess for you to judge. I'll go for it. I'm not much of a judge, but I will definitely take a look. My Terrorist of Breakfast is versatile. Fair enough, dude. Like, honestly, I've gotten so, like I've been loving and really enjoying, like, breakfast burritos. Like, really big breakfast burritos with, like, you know, the potatoes, the ham, the eggs, the cheese. It is so good. Like, that's been my go-to. They're succeeding into a monster. Let's see. So Crimson Resonator. So they already have a tuner. Yeah, we're gonna do the Book of Moon. We'll book them with the tuner. They still have a normal summon, so I'm hoping they don't have another tuner they can normal summon. But we'll do this. We'll do this. Dude, breakfast burritos are so good, especially like when you like pan-sear them a little bit, so they get a little crisp on the outside of the tortilla. So good. So good. They did have a tuner. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's fine, Jack Atlas. Hopefully they can't do anything else. Because special summon a level 4, so that's really good. They can't really do much else. Let's see, if you do 30 minute phase up the card. Okay, so they can go for a Synchro 6, which is Red Rising Dragon. When this card Synchro, so we can target a Resonator. Of course you can, that's fine. Go for it. You should have done the monster since the deck barely have level 4s. We have some 4s. I think we have four level 4s between the 3 Swords Woman and the 1 Sage now. 2100 life point gain, my guy. Let's go. Oh, gotcha. Out Red Dragon Archfiend. That's actually more like Rex from Xenoblade, not Jack Atlas. I'm sorry for anybody who I offended with that accent, actually. Yeah, that's fine. Like, it's so good that Hot Red Dragon Archfiend can actually still attack after using its effect. It's kind of interesting. Let's see if they actually read our cards. I'm curious. I'm hoping he reads the card. Please read the card. Is he gonna read the card? Is he gonna read the card? He didn't read the card! Oh, he didn't read the card. Check out his deck after this. Yeah, dude, you got it. You got it. Oh, man. Jack, what are you doing, my dude? We're going to use our card to, you know, do the thing. All right, we're good. Fast turn. We got the Floodgate Trapple, too, but, like, I mean, I know there's a lot of text in this bad boy, but, yeah, like, again, we Yu-Gi-Oh players, we need to fully read the cards so we don't make a mistake like that. All right, so he's going to banish him to get a level 1500 attack defense, or 1500 attack less Fiend from the deck. He's only level 6 and 4s, probably. Yu-Gi-Oh people don't read.
I mean, back in my day, when we had these Yu-Gi-Oh cards, we had to read them. I knew what a spell speed 4 before most of you were even born.
I mean, spell speed 4 is technically like an unofficial term, I think. Just like the cards you can't react to, like super polymerization. The boy has got 6,100 life points. Mikey, Jack Atlas, you're doing fine. I was doing something that I felt bad because I had to reread him. No, that's totally fine. Because, like, look. For those who played Yu-Gi-Oh, you can understand completely that sometimes a colon and a period makes a huge difference in Yu-Gi-Oh. Stuff like that, right? Fact number 2, we just negate the first thing we see, especially if it adds or search. I mean, dude, you're not wrong. Get this man a reward. He is not wrong. First thing we want to do is negate a search. Like, if you know what the deck is, obviously you're going to consider if it's worth negating, because they might just be trying to bait out your negates anyway. Right? Let's see. If the only other card you control is exactly one Dark Synchro Tuna type monster, he has another card in his hand. I don't think we floodgate this. No, because I want him to get rid of, like, his normal summon. Pot of Greed allows you to draw 2 cards. How the hell is that true? He's probably gonna go for a synchro. He's probably gonna go for another Red Rising Dragon, right? When this card is synchro summon, you can target another resonating monster in your graveyard. You cannot special summon other monsters except for Dark Dragon types. I mean, potentially we could go for likelihood of having another level 4 in his hand is very slim. So we'll actually go for it. Jack Atlas, we think about his life choices right now. We will see. I mean, the dude is on a good track record. He has stolen shit from Yusei. Yeah, of course they had another level 4. They did. They had another level 4. Of course they did. Oh, I forgot about Red Splinter. Gods. Part of me wanted to floodgate the Red Rising Dragon. Because at that point they... Well, even then, they would still be able to special summon... they would still be able to get another... They still would be able to summon something else. So that's fine. It's fine. They have another one in the graveyard, so they can actually banish that. Okay, so... Ultimately, if we did that, it really would make a huge difference because they have plenty of cards to be able to get it back, so that's fine. Back, welcome back. How are the duels? It's actually kind of funny. We had a prime example where that one saying Yu-Gi-Oh players don't read their cards actually happened. We activated this to special summon Amazon's Queen, and the guy still directly attacked with his Hot Red Dragonolch Fiend, and it was actually pretty funny. I hear that they switched writers and the new writer couldn't write women well. His words bombed Kali and Jock's relationship. Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen of 5Ds, yeah, it seemed like there were potential relationships there, but it just... I feel like with 5Ds in general, the whole shipping community kind of got the bad like end of it, right? Because like Jack and Kali's relationship felt weird. And of course, like Yusei to Keys' relationship, that definitely had some potential. Let's see. You contribute a monster, then you can this card. Wait, what? Is he just? We can. Wait, what? So we can just banish his stuff. Special summon level 2 tuner from your 1. Okay, so at least we don't have main 2 in this game, which is great. I mean, that's cool that he actually went with Hot Red Dragonolch Fiend Bane and attacked Amazon's Queen with Amazon's Onslaught. Which means we can just kind of do certain things. I don't know what's going on with this game. That's fine. I love 5Ds too. 5Ds is actually really good, honestly. Once you get past the whole, like, whatever you want to call it, like, you know, the duels... Like the speed duels, like it gets pretty cool actually. Let's see. So Amazon is So we're gonna go to combat. I want to take less damage, so we'll use that. Use Onslaught to banish the Hot Red Dragonolch Fiend attack. Special summon in defense mode. Do I really need to do that? No, we're fine. Fight is my personal fight. Did you forget about your skill? Seriously? Yeah, I did forget about it for a second. I did forget about it actually, AJ. You're not wrong. So he's gonna be able to search out what more tuners. I mean, the dude only has like a few cards in his hand, so hopefully he can't be able to do too much. But yeah, Holy Guard is really good. Synchro that cannot be... Synchro monster is used for the synchro materials against 300. So he's going for a 7? Is he going for Black Rose? I mean, Black Rose would not be a bad card right now to be able to blow up my board. Samurai Destroy... What? This card attacks your opponent, cannot activate until the end of the damage step, and also only monsters can affect. Also, that opponent's monster has an effect negated during the battle phase only. Oh man, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Oh no. Let's see. Good. Samurai Destroyer is actually pretty good. Black Rose is UR. I mean, that would make a whole lot of difference, right? Let's see. How can we get over Samurai Destroyer? What's that? 29. Not everyone. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. We'll search out for that. Hold on, we can actually. This card battles an opponent's monster. Your opponent cannot activate card effects until the end of the damage step. Also, that monster's battle is destroyed. Oh, that is annoying. We can't do Diamond Dire, unfortunately, because we don't. They're level 4s. We only have level 3s. What we'll do. Oh, I mean, it's going to be at the end of the damage. Can attack directly. That's not going to do anything. Only for spell and traps. I'll be able to do that. We'll prevent ourselves from taking damage because it's a skill. So we'll just attack with this. Because if I just left that into attack mode, we'll take damage, but by doing that, we won't. Pray for Fiendish Chain. Yeah. If we could get Fiendish Chain right now, that'd be pretty goated. That would be pretty goated. I'm a little bit rusty for my heart of the card calls, but we'll give it our best. We'll definitely give it our best. We have 11 cards in our deck, one of them being Fiendish Chain. So we have we have around a 8.7 to something percent to draw it. So hopefully we can. Wish me luck, everybody. If we end up drawing into Fiendish Chain or even Book, actually, we could actually draw Book of Moon potentially too and do fine too. Damn, Jack, you just searching for days, bro. Oh my god, that's still a hockey. That's hilarious. Yeah, we're not doing so. Switch to Yugioh and activate Destiny Draw. I mean, that would be the play, right? But unfortunately, we would lose Holy Guard. We need Holy Guard. It's so good. I love that though. Like Destiny Draw is such a fun skill just because you can kind of influence what you need. You know, I love it. Can we draw? Actually, doesn't even really matter now. Fiendish Chain would probably be the best card to draw. And it's right now. Rhoda. Man, Rhoda, really? We can recycle resources. That's something we can definitely do. Yeah, sure, let's go. Credit card, the most powerful card in the Konami. Konami, yeah, exactly. Like, there's a really funny Yu-Gi-Oh meme or like comic that was posted on like YouTube a while ago. It was like if Konami or if Electronic Arts made Yu-Gi-Oh, and Kaiba's like, I use my credit card in order to gain access to 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, and then Yugi's like. I summon Exodia. It's great. Like, no, like, because like they turn into like a gacha sort of game. It's a good one. I love some of the memes and stuff that's come out. Like, of course, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, but all the other stuff too. Oh man, I can't believe we're losing to Samurai Destroyer. I also love how there's another one that's like, I play a card face down. Oh no, I hope Kaiba doesn't realize that's my expired driver's license. Spoiler, it was. Can I draw Fiendish Chain? All right, that's fine. Am I giving up? No. I mean, I'd rather not. Go to battle phase. Activate our card. Yes, I activate my continuous spell. Summon Amazon Sage. We're doing it this way so we get the buff attack. 21 will attack over the archer. Yo, Jordy, welcome. Good to see you, man. Hope you are doing well. How's it going, dude? This card's effect is just too good right now. Just too good. How are you doing, Jordy? I have so many stuffed animals in my room. What you got? You should also watch the morning Yugi Plays Poker. That's a classic one too. Yeah, there's so many good like Yu-Gi-Oh meme videos and just comics and films. So good. I think I remember seeing where he's like, dude, I brought a guy from work. He's into poker and card games. Then he's like, ho, I am the king of games, bitch. Let me show you what I can do. Then he's just like, yeah, it's so good. I mean, because like Yami Yugi, the pharaoh, just has so much gusto. It's great. Like, again, like that's the kind of person I want to be. Start the stress spot. Oh, that's good. It's kind of like a BLS sort of thing. That's good. I don't like it. We lost. It's fine. A rabbit. Rabbit from, or is it Carrot from One Piece? In response, activate Amazon's Onslaught. It didn't do shit. Just got done playing RE4 for the day. Dude, nice. How are you enjoying the remake? Is it are you enjoying it more these days now? I've been kind of watching some of the things from Resident Evil 4 and I really want to get into it. Unfortunately, because we are playing in the KC Cup, AJ, I can't check out his deck list, unfortunately. That's the one thing I don't like about the KC Cup. You can actually see what your opponent was playing like you can at PvP. I can see why just a cat with a mustache put 3 feet chain as version. Interesting. Is that another streamer or something like that? Want to play Megayashi and Master Duel, but I already dismantled Eldritch of the Golden Lords. Don't they have like a bundle or something going on where you can be able to get a copy pretty easily? It's great, but intense. Oh yeah, dude. Is this your first foyer into the Resident Evil 4 in general? Because I played the original last or 2 years ago and it was good. Cool. We actually got some pretty decent cards. So we'll use Rhoda. We'll grab Princess. Oh, YouTuber. My apologies. My apologies. The only YouTubers I usually watch for Yu-Gi-Oh content these days are more of like the pack opening ones, like Ruxin34 and Simply Unlucky. The one of the OG ones actually. Still going strong. It's impressive. Played the original but didn't get so far, so this will be the first I've gotten. Dude, no worries. And I think in the remake they've changed a few things. Not like a whole lot of things, but they've added a few. He's the person that got the one wonder card nerfed. Let's go. All right, gonna play my daily 4C Cup. Wish me luck, Ryan. I wish you the best of luck if we don't see you for the rest of the night. Dude, I appreciate you for dropping in. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for the gift sub and the biddies. And of course, enjoy the rest of your birthday. I appreciate you. Let's see. So we can go for the onslaught, which will do that. No giant cells, Archies. Yeah. Apparently, you can actually cheese some of the bosses with using golden eggs. Use that information with it. Wait, what? Oh, it's Penguin Soldier. That's actually kind of hilarious. I like it. Yeah, we'll banish the Penguin Soldier. Oh, Penguin Soldier. Good. Did he just play Penguin Soldier to like open up our field and try to go for no TK or something? It's still the battle phase, so we can actually use Onslaught to resummon our princess, and that's pretty cool because I can get a second search. That's actually kind of cool. I like it. Of course, no worries, Ryan. Appreciate you. One card wonder used to be able to get one card in your hand, but you draw 2 cards. Interesting. We'll use Princess's attack declaration effect. We will send the one in our hand to the graveyard, and we are going to special summon a copy of Amazon's Queen, just so we can set up with protection from combat, and then just do the 19. Book of Moon. Now we're good. Last turn. I've been watching a streamer play with the infinite rocket launcher. That's like one of the coolest things I love about the Resident Evil games since I got into them not too long ago. Is like the first playthrough is like serious. And then like after that, you just play the way you want to. Infinite rocket launchers, speed runs. It's so much fun. He's summoning some pretty interesting warriors here at this point. Play to raw, Destiny draw. No way. How does he do it? How does he do it? This card attacks a monster. It's destroyed by battle. That monster is... Bro, all right, I'll let the attack go through. That's fine. I'll just use Onslaught. They don't read the card. I feel like this stream, I could probably just re-upload it to YouTube. Like, they don't read the card. That's fine. They can do that. I'll take the 600 and we'll just do this. We'll just keep banishing. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, maybe he did. He's just like, it doesn't matter. And then just goes for the win. Because honestly, even when I play Master Duel or Duel Links, I'll just lose without surrendering if I know the game is... Sphere Karibo. Oh, wait, shoot. That actually kind of sucks. Oh, wait, it just puts in defense one. That's not so bad. That is not bad at all. Princess's effect. No, we don't use Princess effect. That's fine. What we'll then do, though, is we will drop Amazon's Onslaught's effect here so we can drop a copy of Spy and then just attack for game. Like, honestly, like the utilization of Spy's first, or Onslaught's first effect is actually pretty clutch. But apart from that, I already got some bad news that hasn't affected much. That hasn't affected me as much as it should, maybe. Sorry to hear that, Jordy. Hopefully things do, hopefully it passes and gets better soon, you know? Sorry to hear that, dude. Deck is too well to explain, but you gotta watch the video so you'll understand. Fair enough. If you want to drop it in the Yu-Gi-Oh part of the Discord, I'll definitely take a look when I can. You can cut the stream into little bits and then put the title they don't read the card and add some means on tap. Absolutely. That's kind of my idea to go for. Because like sometimes they just don't. It's so much fun. I love it. It's so good. Gravekeeper list looks pretty solid. Ooh, we've got the secret tombs. Let's go. It was my dad's girlfriend's son passed away from cancer. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences to, of course, you and the the family. That's very heavy, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that, Jordy. Hopefully, I mean, hopefully the family is able to has like a good support system. You know, that's really tough. I wasn't close to him. I mean, fair enough. It's like one of those things, like, you know, it doesn't affect us directly, but it's still like something sad to hear, of course. But of course, my thoughts and prayers go to the family, and hopefully they have of course, a good support system to help through that really tough time. Baby Tiger is actually pretty solid. We could potentially try to attack if they are playing. They're probably playing Blue Eyes due to how thick this extra deck is. So we'll use Amazoness Onslaught. I'm not sad. I'm sad but upset. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's one of those things where it's like more sad than upset. Well, of course, you'd be upset too. Go to combat. Your dad got robbed? Dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Had his Nokia phone stolen. I mean, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. Especially these days, like, phones aren't cheap. Hopefully he's able to get it back soon. I really should have put Book of Moon face down, but that's fine. I really should have put Book of Moon down, but that's fine. Are we not going to go to his funeral? I mean, fair enough, man. Like you mentioned, he's not close, so ultimately, it's your decision, you know? And, of course, I'm sure the family will respect that. He got pickpocketed last night? Oh, that's annoying. Activate Onslaught's effect to banish it, so that's good, and then we'll just go to pass turn. You'll see why I got net for specific cards, I'd imagine. Like, it doesn't take too long for Konami to realize there's some problematic cards out there, and they will inevitably get banned. You know, it's just like one of those things. Sage is good. They're playing the Maiden. Do they have a second copy of Sage? Interesting. Ooh, Princess is a good draw. That is a good draw. We'll summon Princess. Closest one, so he'll go. Fair enough. And that does make sense. That definitely does make sense. Providence. Discarding a Blue Eyes to negate the... I mean, that's fair. If that's how you want to do it, my guy. We'll set the Book of Moon because we might need to use that to play around any shenanigans they try doing. Use Onslaught's effect. Like, there's never not going to be a time to do this, and this is actually really good against Blue Eyes because we can banish all their what am I trying to say? We can banish all their tuners to make Vermilion Dragon Mech's effect a little bit less consistent. Summon the Eye to Blues. Yep. You have one card left in hand. Blue Eyes got with artwork. It's not the OG artwork, but you know what? It's still something that we can understand and appreciate. So we'll do this. So Book of Moon, the Maiden with the Eyes of Blue. That's going to trigger the effect of Maiden with the Eyes of Blue. As long as they don't summon Dragon Spirit of White, we're fine. But they already hit their copy in the grave. Yeah, so we're fine. That's fine. Yeah, it's very interesting. Like, I don't mind the deck playstyle at all. I actually think it's kind of fun. The artwork is always good, and Blue Eyes is just so iconic. You about to go see the Mario movie tomorrow, but yeah, dude, it definitely is pretty expensive. But honestly, like, I haven't heard this confirmed at all, but apparently the Mario movie is supposed to be releasing on digital platforms as soon as potentially May, which is kind of insane. May or June. So if it's actually true information, it's going to be a pretty easy way to see it, you know? Protector with the eyes of blue. I don't really like that, but I can't do much on it. Especially summon a little light one tuner from your hand. Does he have another copy of like is it another copy of Maiden? Oh, thank goodness it's not Maiden. Like if you see one Maiden, oh okay, that's fine. Amazon's a hard counter blue eyes. Oh, it's so good. Just banishing all their monsters is really good. I kind of sad we did not hear it on you know, didn't have access to like our queen to keep our swordswoman alive, but that's still pretty solid. So to go see the Dragon Ball movie in English, I watched the Japanese version. Dude, so I actually did recently watch Dragon Ball Superhero. Such a dumb name. But yo, like Dragon Ball Superhero is actually pretty damn good. Like once you get used to the CG animation, majority of the style of it, it's actually pretty good. I really like what they did with Piccolo's character. And of course, Gohan, like I thought it was actually really well done. Definitely one of my more favorite Dragon Ball movies. Are they? Yo, they're playing Holy Guard too. I doubt it's a mirror match, but we'll see. We didn't get the best opening hand, but we got something. No point in activating the field spell right now, so I think we're good just to... I think we'll just pass, actually, because we can use Onslaught to special summon Sage with a higher attack. I heard it's releasing on the shop on Switch. Like, you can actually watch the movie on Switch. That sounds interesting. Spellbook of Secrets. Interesting. I've yet to see people play Prophecy with Taya, so this is interesting. Blue Boy, a Prophecy. Yep. This card's normal something in the... I mean, it's fine. Unfortunately, Floodgate doesn't negate the effect itself, so it is what it is. Spellbook of Knowledge. That's like the... Yeah, kind of like the Destiny draw version. Can't do much on that. That's fine. Bro, if Gogeta showed up, Kappa. No Gogeta. Honestly, AJ, Light, I mean, dude, Goku and Vegeta are barely in the movie, honestly. Make each player draw one card. That's actually not bad. I'll take it. Book of Moon, not bad. Are they playing Quintet Magician or just Fortune Fairies? Still need to watch The Last of Us. I don't know if I'm going to watch The Last of Us, but I definitely want to play The Last of Us Remastered. I don't think I want to play The Last of Us Part 1 remake because I don't know, like I just don't feel like I want to like buy a new copy of it unless I can get like on discount. But I definitely want to play the first Last of Us Part 1 and 2. Like I've heard they're masterpieces, especially the first. What's wrong with Fortune Fairies? Oh, nothing. Like nothing at all. I have nothing really against Fortune Fairies. It seems like they might just be playing to like play like just like a castle one right now. Special summon one security token. Interesting. There's no summon restrictions either. So interesting. So is she a tuner? No, she's not. Metal, you kind of look professional right now. I'm glad it only took me 3 years to get to that point. Let's freaking go. Just kidding, AJ. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, dude. The green screen definitely adds an element, I bet, right? A 4,000 attack security token? What? Oh, what? What are they doing? I'm not even mad. This looks awesome. Keep it up, bro. Keep this up. Imitation, target 1 token. Oh, yo. Special summon 1 mass token with the same attack and then inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its attack. Yo. You're dead. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I don't care. Like, really cheeky ways, I don't care. That's awesome. Like, look at this. I'm such a man to like the point like, yo, that shit was tight. Give you a nice. That's hilarious. I like those little cheeky wins. And oh, that's fine. That was actually pretty cool. I have not seen that, actually. I've not seen that. But yeah, dude, if you do see Dragon Ball Superhero, I'm sure you'll enjoy it for sure. I would say, honestly, if I just wanted to watch like a Dragon Ball movie where there's like really great fight scenes, Dragon Ball Super Broly is my go-to. But if I want a solid anime movie, then Superhero definitely took a good impression on me. Especially like Piccolo stole the show. It was great. Stream does look great though. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. It helps when your stream setup is in the launch room. Dude, facts. Fucking facts. Oh, so much facts. I'm grateful for the laundry room and everything that it brought me here. But, you know, eventually you kind of just want to do a stream in the laundry at the same time. It's the American way. American dream to be able to stream and do laundry at the same time. I draw a card. They draw a card. What do they draw, though? That's the real question. The metal tax has been paid. Yo, thank you for paying the metal tax. I still need to figure out what to do with that, actually. If I want to saw an anime, I would go to Your Name and Weathering with You. I heard, is Your Name the one that's like really sad, like a tearjerker? Saw that deck twice in a row. Is it a new deck or is it kind of like been established for a while? I'm counting on you. I summon a monster in attack position. Yo, Amazon of Swords woman. I feel like I should know what I'm doing here then, right? They're gonna attack with that, which is fine. You can special summon once if an Amazoness monster battle opponent's monster. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Well, let's say they're going to continue to attack. I doubt it, but we'll see what happens. We'll just, you know, threaten them with this. All the romance anime movies are sad. I actually, to be honest, I barely watch anime movies, honestly. Lightning Vortex? Seriously? Oh man, this dude is like on the next level. Next level. Let's see. If an Amazon's monster is destroyed by battle or card. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Destroy it. That's fine. Village is gonna trigger. We can summon a copy. We can summon a second copy of Princess, but we already get a search, so is that even really needed? We could special summon Spy and just be able to kind of like loop in a sense, if that makes sense. Yeah, we'll do that actually. Put her in a defense mode. Anime movies that aren't popular but are still like the ones that do exist are actually really good. No cap, I believe it. There's actually a classic anime movie I still need to watch called Akira. Has anybody watched Akira? I do need to check that out at some point. I wish I could game without straining my back because I'm currently gaming on the end of my bed. Oh, that's pretty good, dude. Are you able to like lay down in bed and game? Is that an option? Because I'm sure that'd be pretty, it wouldn't be super taxing on your back, right? So we get to actually banish that with that and also get to be able to add back our princess, which is actually pretty solid because then we can draw a card. Oh, well, we have a normal summon that we can actually search. Yeah, it's there's an old anime movie called Akira. It's like from the 70s or 80s. My eyes don't have a zoom function. I mean, you're not wrong, dude. You're not wrong. Normal summon Amazoness Princess. We'll use the effect just so we can deck then. Probably search out our third copy of Onslaught. Or second copy at this point. I also need to watch the Cowboy Bebop movie too. What are they discarding? Queen's Knight. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, what are we gonna add? Are we gonna add Amazon's Onslaught or Amazon's Onslaught? Go to combat. Activate effect. Special summon the Queen. Attack mode. That's fine. What is this deck? Clearly a masterpiece. I like it. Nah. I was actually legit thinking about attacking with Amazoness Queen so I could be able to get a search off the effect, but I'm like, nah, we're not gonna do that. Gonna head to bed. No worries. Hope you. Thank you for dropping in. Appreciate you. Hope you get a good rest of your night. Rainbow Life. So many bad memories, right? I may have lost, but I have no regrets. That was an excellent duel, Teagon. Go. Was the original GITS? GIS? I don't know what that is, actually. The Studio Ghibli movies are pretty good, though, Jordy. They are pretty good. Hollow's Moving Castles, like probably the ones that come to my first mind for Studio Ghibli. Oh, Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell for me was at that weird point in my lifetime where it was on Adult Swim at like 2 or 4 in the morning. And that would be when I would go to bed and I'm like, I'm just not going to watch it because I can't really deal with this at this late. Eat your I want to eat your pancreas. Never heard of it, actually. Honestly, with the success of the Mario movie, it is very possible, Orlando. It is very possible. Ancient Gear Hunting Hound. I actually like Ancient Gear, so I'm fine with this. Are they going to make Chaos, whatever it's called? Chaos Ancient Gear? Hallowitzer. Hallowitzer is pretty solid. Its effect is actually pretty damn good. Chainsaw Man. At first, I was not really a huge fan of Chainsaw Man because I didn't like Denji's character at first because the dude is so straightforward and kind of oblivious. But I'm like, you know what? That's actually kind of a good thing. Like, that's kind of refreshing. So I'm like, all right, let's go Denji. We can go with the Sage attack and then pop the back row. Ancient Gear, the set face down can't special summon Ultimate Pound or the regular Golem. So if that actually is the case, the card they would summon would be Hunting Hound, which could then be another catalyst for another fusion. So maybe destroying it is not going to be the right way to go. So I think what we'll do is actually just summon Swordswoman, attack Hallowitzer. No, we don't really need to summon Tiger Joe. So we'll do that. See if that actually goes through. YouTube. Oh, that would be, if they actually did that, that would be amazing. Like, because again, they do such great animation work. Like, their work on Demon Slayer is absurdly good. Really? Why? Like, even with my skill, would 300 life points be worth the activation of a breakthrough skill? I don't understand. Imagine a movie where the main character never speaks. That would be such a... That would be so interesting, wouldn't it? Like, what would be the point? Unless you're the Link, right? Last anime manga I read was Blue Lock. I've heard Blue Lock is really, really good. Fun fact, I created Demon Slayer. I believe it. I believe it. Let's see. This card is destroyed by battle. Okay, so it just has to be destroyed by battle or battle. So we can banish it with Amazon's Onslaught. It'll be fine. So if we can live another turn, then yo, hell yeah, let's go. All right, so grab me Onslaught. And then I think what we'll do is we'll set that, of course. Go to combat. We're going to swing, so he actually takes a 300 this time. There it is, Yugi. Not only do I own Konami, but I also own Demon Slayer. That's how you guys get the high animation quality. Didn't they also get like in trouble for a lot of tax evasion, AJ? Why'd you let that happen if that's the case? I'll wait for your response. We're going to take the 500. That's fine. I think either way, they'd both do good. If Studio Ghibli's art style would be pretty interesting to see it, but I think if both studios ended up doing either one of them, they couldn't go wrong. I want to create a story that's like Death Note, but based on a fictional video game. That'd be pretty tight. I love Death Note. There's actually a Death Note poster over there. You can't see it, but I promise it's a poster. Listen, I'm a businessman. I love it, AJ. Ooh, AJ Gear's got a... Yeah, give me. But the claims weren't true. Okay, I see. I see how it is, man. Ancient Gear Golem is gonna get Floodgate Trap Hole there, my sir. Middle has a Ryuk body pillow. Damn, Jordy, how'd you know? Oh? Well, to be honest, I never thought of you being such a good Shinigami. Ryuk is such a good character. Who doesn't love Ryuk? Fuck, after this, I actually might go start watching Death Note again. I've watched it like several times, but Death Note is just so damn good. I love Death Note. All right, so we can actually start banishing their stuff now, so we're kind of good. So we'll use our Amazon Onslaught. We'll set the Phoenix Chain. Fun fact, I'm pretty sure this is the first time we actually drew into it. We take no damage. So we're going to take the 15. They're going to take the 15. I'm not taking anything. Bro, I made my... Dude, did your dad enjoy Death Note? Please tell me he enjoyed Death Note. Amazon's Onslaught's going through. Attack over for that. Yeah, we'll do that. He enjoyed it? Yo, let's go. It's so good. Like, if any of my friends are like, yo, what anime should I start with? They're like, should I start with One Piece? I'm like, no. You should probably start with like Death Note. Death Note, I feel, is like a good enough anime to start off with, where it's very believable, in a sense. Like, and anybody who like just likes a good story could probably do it. Oh yeah, it's defense mode. That's right. Damn, Tiger would have actually went for game if we actually did the onslaught, but it's fine. We also get to have a queen on the field anyway, which is fine. So we're good. He enjoyed it. It's so good. It is so good. Ancient Gear Fortress. Do you have a way to destroy it? Battle Ancient Gear once per turn. During this turn, you can normal summon Ancient. That is awesome. Oh, I think I kind of want to... I think I want to play Ancient Gears now. That's a great ability. It'd be a shame if somebody had a floodgate. Oh, wait. Oh, they can't be targeted. That's fine. That's fine. It still triggers. It still triggers because it doesn't target. We're fine. So good. All right. Yeah, that's fine. I wish they started with Helsing Abridged. Oh, Abridged are always good. Who is doing the Abridged for that one? Is it also Team 4-Star or is it Project Mouthwash for the... we can attack direct. Oh, I wouldn't say directly, but we can attack and be fine. We'll be taking piercing damage due to ground or ultimate ancient gear gold, whatever he is. Go to combat and just swing. Hey, is that it, dude? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yes. Oh, Agent or Amazon Swordsman, I love your ability to death. So good. Nice. Trying to get my mom to watch Romantic Killer because it's something she would love, but she won't watch it. So me and my wife actually just finished watching Romantic Killer. It's good. The only thing I didn't really like about Romantic Killer, so I'm gonna try to say this without spoiling anything, but with Romantic Killer, they established the main character as like, you know, a video game person who doesn't like interact with anybody really and just stays in their room, right? But over the course of time, they introduce certain elements to the story that contradicts that quite a bit. So like if those events happened after the start, it would be more believable, but they happen in the terms of flashbacks, which kind of goes like what we were told about the character in general. So I'm kind of like, eh. But overall, I really enjoyed Romantic Killer. Actually, I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, it was a good show. Like, I thought the art style was pretty cool, and the animation was also really nice too. But Romantic Killer, pretty solid. We actually last night just finished off Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Damn, right in the feels. No wonder why that got like anime of the year for so many people. Favorite was the shopping episode. That was a pretty good one. That was like where Anzu and the first one, right, went through. The orange hair guy with like the yeah, I remember. That was a pretty good one. I don't think I have a specific favorite episode. I would have to rewatch. It's been a while. Like we've watched it like I think 6 months. Another one that we actually just recently finished off was Agretzko. Agretzko is really good. It's really good. I would definitely recommend Agretzko. Yeah, I would agree as well. I feel like the first character just has like such an established, you know, like they both complement each other really well, right? The second dude is probably my second It's great. Like the order of the love interests that are introduced is my vote. It's like first guy gets my first pick, second guy gets second pick, third guy gets third pick, and the fourth, technically fourth one, is my pick as well. It's great. What was it? Rui? Ruri? Third one has no chance. That's totally fine. For me, the third one already did quite a bit of character development and of actually being more like a normal human being, so I'm totally fine with that. Honestly, his growth is... I would prefer him to grow as a character versus him to actually get with the main character. That's my opinion. It's a pretty quick anime, dude. You'd probably enjoy it if you like slice of life rom-coms. It's not very long at all. I don't know what they're playing. I think I'm just gonna go save with the Onslaught. But yeah, like I'm huge on character development, so the fact that he got it so well, I'm okay with it. He definitely matured, and I think even some of the people of the families like, thank you so much for your influence on our dear master. Send one of those to the grave so I can be able to get our queen, and then we'll just keep the attack going through. Yeah, I noticed that the manga is still coming out, which is interesting because I actually do have Shonen Jump Plus. And yeah, I did notice that. I've been mainly reading just like Black Clover, Jujutsu Kaisen, and I've been keeping up to date a little bit more with Boruto now due to the time skip is getting very close. Special summon a Predator Plant Monster from your deck and then add a... Jeez, you get the special summon and add? Wow, how is that? That is so good. We don't get it. Yeah, we don't even know if we're going to get a season 2. I didn't watch Boruto. I did not watch Boruto. I have nothing against Boruto. I just don't want to watch it. There's a YouTube channel out there called Anime Balls Deep. They kind of taught me, like, their anime videos are very fun to watch, and I kind of got all my info from them. I don't watch Boruto. But then again, I did watch the Boruto. I'm sorry, not Boruto, but Naruto versus Jigen fight. And that was actually pretty cool. Throw hands at she ends with the wizard. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're safe from that concept. I think we're safe from that. Yeah, and it was a Momoshiki. No. Naruto versus... I watched that in the movie. The Naruto Boruto movie was great, but I'm talking about Naruto Baryon mode versus Jigen. Otsu, whatever his name is. Is it? No, Momoshiki is the dude that Boruto is chilling with. I don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Jiren. Okay, so anybody else not a huge fan of Jiren's character from DB Super, by the way? Like, I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of Jiren's character. We don't really know a whole lot, so I guess that's probably the main reason why. Amazon's Village dropping. Let's go. We fortunately don't really have a lot of other things we can drop. We lost our queen, unfortunately, but that's using this card and right up. Oh wow, it's kind of like a super poly in a sense. I mean, the whole serious thing is fine. I think for me, the issue was that he just seemed really strong with very little to like explanation in a sense. Not a bad character by any means. I'm just not a huge fan of it. The stoic strong type for no real reason. I'm just like, I'm not. Summon. Can she summon from the grave? Summon one from your deck. We only have one queen. The queens aren't in the grave, unfortunately. We would have to give up something. I probably should have put the princess in defense mode, actually. Vegeta is serious, but at least Vegeta is probably one of my favorite characters in the entire Dragon Ball franchise because the dude has so much damn character growth. It's great. And also he's like the more level-headed and like a logical version of Kakarot, albeit a little bit more pissed off all the time. But yo, like Vegeta is good. Vegeta, Piccolo, and Gohan are probably my top 3 characters. Let's see. Fine. So one of our cards are getting a Predator counter. It's going to be this one, of course. Do they have another copy of Predator Practice? None of them are tuners. They're both level Oh, so that's what actually triggered. Sorry about that, AJ. Thank you for the catch on that, dude. Appreciate that. Oh, I don't like this. Yeah, I accidentally hit something on OBS and it just changed the volume for whatever reason. I don't think we got this one. They kind of got rid of a lot of our stuff. If I can draw a spy, maybe? Damn. I mean, we can potentially get it back. Oh, it's in defense mode. That won't do anything for us, unfortunately. So I was thinking about doing something with, like, you know, using her effects, sending this copy to the grave, and then searching out for spy, but that's not going to work. I mean, we could search in good. We can do this, might as well. I was trying to get it. Goku was trying to get with Vegeta to leave with the life to train with. Yeah, exactly. Goku is honestly sometimes kind of a piece of, like, you know, he's very one-dimensional and he doesn't really think about the other things for other people, but it's fine. Goku is still lovable in that regard anyway. Goku's still fine, but he's just not the best husband or supporter. I really want to. I don't want to do the Zen Main's crash strategy, but I guess we could. It kind of does work. But then again, if they fusion with it, then we're kind of SOL. You know what? Sure. This may be a bad idea, but it's going to be my idea. So we're going to do this thing. We are going to do this thing. Go to combat and we're swing. Yes, Zen Main's effect. We'll detach. Archers would come in handy here. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I do agree to that. One of the mains is going to trigger. This card battled monster with an equal or lower level. You can special summon one predator plant monster from the. We have ranks, so that's fine. I guess we could start picking off the back row, maybe. Oh man. Oh, real? I mean, does this target? It does. Okay, so, I mean, I guess it's kind of a good thing we went for the back row before we went over the monsters, because they could just negate the effect and destroy it. Like, this card is very specific, but it actually would have been pretty decent if we actually tried to destroy the Zen Main. Oh, lovely. Number 70, Malevolent Sin. I'm about to... Yeah, we're pretty much gone for them. Yeah, honestly, I think we might throw back the second copy of Queen. Second copy of Queen would have been really helpful right now, because we can just start like crashing and using like Princess's effect during the battle phase to send like maybe Village to the grave. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's always fine. And this will actually get us with 2 birds with 1 stone. So go to combat. We're gonna attack you. Use Amazoness Onslaught to be able to get rid of that. Village is going to trigger. Let's see. We can go with... Yeah, we can go with Swordswoman to be able to banish the next monster, plus be able to get some effect damage in as well. That's good. Amazon's Onslaught's effect. And yeah, I mean, that actually kind of worked out pretty well. Go Sage. Good job. Unfortunately, we didn't have Queen, because like if we had Queen on the field, we could have actually potentially done like hopping with stuff. That'd be really cool, but it's fine because this has to stay on the field after damage step to resolve. Now, if you actually win, yo, they scooped. Let's go. GG. GG. What was that, AJ? What were you about to say? I think we, yeah, we started here. Oh, actually, that's a little bit more into it. So not too bad. Not too bad. Hold me back. I can't, dude. I can't hold you back. I can't do it, man. Let's see. Any more things we can collect here? Are we kind of done? Honestly, though, we actually did pretty good to work. So I want to throw in the second copy of Queen, because obviously the only other way we have a way to recycle Queen is if we have Spy to be destroyed and then sent to the graveyard, but we can't do anything on main 2 because that doesn't exist in this format. So we'll get another copy of Queen back. Sorry, my Queen. I'm so sorry that we doubted you. Amazon. All right, there we go. We can't keep it to 21. 1 hour and 30 minutes in for a new pack and Master Duel. Is that like all the new tier limit stuff like that that's being dropped into it? Sage is in a combo really good with Queen, so we're gonna keep her in there too. Keeping the OG target. No, we're not gonna do that. For each Amazoness monster. If it was Amazoness card, this would actually be pretty good, because between the field spell and Amazoness onslaught, that'd be an additional 8, but it's not the case. Fiendish Chain. It hasn't clogged this way that I was concerned about, so I think that's okay to stay in for now. The Floodgates are really good. Book of Moon is also pretty good too. I don't think... Fortunately, we can't really use this because there's a really cool Amazoness Quick Play Fusion card I believe they have. But unfortunately, we don't. Happy day for me, Metal Day, Metal Day so far. I'm glad to hear that, man. Thank you so much. Like, hearing that type of, like, reaction just to be able to play games and chilling with you guys like that, it really does make me happy. And I really do appreciate that that does have, you know, that impact on your day, AJ. Thank you, man. Spy is good. Spy is good. Like, one of these is totally fine. We don't need to do anything else. The Scouts, I don't think we really had any issues where this would have been actually, like, on paper it's good, especially when you combine it off with like Princess and other stuff like that, but it just didn't really come on. Let's see. Baby Tiger is so good. I love how Baby Tiger just destroys Tiger in terms of value and quality. But again, like, it was like 10 years ago, right? So I think we're pretty solid on that. Play Gravekeepers. Actually, let's do this. How much of Gravekeepers do I actually have? Let's see. So we got 3 of her, so that's good. Got this. Necro Valley. Jeez. Honestly, we probably could. We could probably make Gravekeepers at some point too. You posted a list in the Discord. I could probably compare to see what we currently have for the main core and go from there. So you get a third book of Moon for third book of Moon. I can't read for Duel Links, dude. Solid. You jump back into Duel Links. Are you playing Raid Raptor? What's your main deck? And yeah, like, honestly, I only have 2 copies of Book of Moon, but honestly, wait, do I actually have a third copy? Are you shitting me? Where did I get a third copy of Book of Moon? Damn, that's insane. I thought I only had 2 copies. That's fine. Do we have Necro Valley? Yeah, we got 3 copies of Necro Valley. How did I get 3 copies of Necro Valley? Oh, that explains it. That explains it. All right. We good. All right, so Commandant. We don't have Commandant, unfortunately. We do have Spy. Yeah, we have Spy. We have Guard. Yeah, we could. Yeah, we'll probably build Gravekeepers. We'll probably make that like a next stream sort of thing. We might build Gravekeepers and just have fun and chill. I think the next Duel Links stream will probably just be doing PvP and the ladder, and of course, like we'll probably like open up to like dueling viewers, of course, as well. No mortal can resist. Is that a Merrick or an Odeon skill? I want to say it's probably Odeon. No mortal can exist. Is it a Shizu? Seal Tombs, let's go. Oh, it is. All right, who else can use it? Can be used, change all monsters in your opponent's graveyard to Skull Servant? That's actually kind of cool. That is actually kind of cool. I do kind of like that, actually. All right, we'll get rid of this. Skull Servants. Skull Servants is top tier. I love Skull Servants. So much fun. Like, legit, like, not even kidding. Like, Skull Servants, at least in the TCG, is so much fun with the new shit they got. Not sure if it's the same for Master Duel, but that does seem like a vibe. All right, we'll also work on getting the skill like off stream or something like that. So 2 Commandants, 1 Spy. Really, that's what Master Duel or Duel Links does. Let's see. So we need 2 copies of Necro Valley. Add 1. I want to add more. I feel like you probably can put 2 in this, be fine, right? Spy, get the guard. Which? Yeah, that's Headman. So do we have Noblemen? We do have Noblemen. We have plenty of Noblemen. So that looks good for the monster counts. Mythical. I only put in 2 spies since I only have 1 copy. Oh, gotcha. Okay, no worries. I still need to kind of like, you know, get copies of Commandant anyway. So it's not a, it's like, mine will probably be a slightly different version of it anyway. So we're good. So I definitely agree with that. Assuming I can just get the rest of the cards in the Gravekeeper. Let's see. Imperial Tombs and Necro Valley. Oh yeah, of course. It's kind of like an Infernity Barrier. Definitely throw in a 3 copies of that. Stali, target 2 Gravekeeper's monster in your graveyard, add them to your hand. That's actually pretty good considering the fact we have, like, you know, quite a bit of fusion plays, but also you don't have to worry about it being negated. Hidden Tombs of Necro Valley. And what else do we get? So I think the only thing that we're missing is Commandant, but I do want to probably put in another copy of Spy. Well, that's good. There's a fusion spell. I was about to say, bro, like I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't see any fusion spells, man. So that's good. We'll do. Oh, we also got to check out the extra deck too. Let's see. There you are. Quintet Magician. Ho. Delightfully devilish. Give me 2 of you. This is where we can also probably do a little bit of changes as well if I wanted to, so that's fine. Go for the Quinn. I really forgot fusion spell. Oh, dude, you're fine. The last time I actually played Gravekeepers was before we got all this good stuff. You're totally fine, dude. You are totally fine. Get rid of that. Extra deck. I don't know the name of this card, so I'm just going to go based off of image. It's like the revamped Witch's Apprentice card, which I'm sure we can find here shortly. We might not even have a copy of it, actually. I don't see it. Yeah, because here are the other revamped ones. So I guess we don't have the revamped Witch's Apprentice card. Let's see. Spiritualist Confusion. Yeah. The Spiritualist can fusion, which is good. Because if Necro Valley is on play, which we have 2 copies of Necro Valley, but also Necro Valley Throne. So easy way to search it, which is good. Can you read Spy for me? Spy allows you to special summon a Gravekeeper monster from your deck, 1500 attack or less from your deck. So I'm assuming at that point, if you're going turn 1, you could probably just summon Spiritualist, because Spiritualist is at 15. It gets special summon everything besides Commandant, which is fine. Not really too worried about when to search off the Commandant or special summon the Commandant anyway, just because it's going to be, of course, access to something like, you know, just searching for Gravekeepers, Valleys. Guard, he might be. I'm not too sure. We can use him for Quintet technically because he is a spellcaster, but we'll see. Honestly, I'm going to be using this list as probably like a base for it, and then I might make my own changes here or there. But we'll probably do more of this on next stream. I gotta unfortunately go here. You know what, AJ? I think for you, I think every deck I make going forward will just be 21 cards. It may just be 21 cards, man. We actually added out the wrong one. So where is head? Get rid of the guard. Only put him in because I only have 1 spy. Ah, fair enough. Let's see. Valley Temple. Either way, I think we're good. I'll just save this and we'll probably pick it up next week. Sure. Obviously, I got to go through and just kind of like see what the deck actually does, but we can always do that next week. More than likely, we will be doing more Duel Links next stream. Again, I think I made like a joke saying that until Konami gives me my Dark Worlds, like the new Dark Worlds support, that I wouldn't be streaming Master Duel. I'm getting kind of comfortable with that idea. You know, getting kind of comfortable with that idea. But either way, it's been a great stream. I appreciate you guys. You guys have been amazing tonight. We had a lot of fun. Got some pretty decent W's. Deck is a shutdown deck. Yo, that's what I'm looking forward to. With that being said, again, call me Ryan. Thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub. And also, again, if you're listening, happy birthday. Again, appreciate you. And of course, 1,000 biddies, man. Thank you. And also the follow. The audacity of this man. And also, ATM, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 37 months. It's 37 months of poor financial decisions. I love it. Huge round of applause for ATM. Me until I give you Dark World. We have the Dark World support, but we don't have the new Dark World support. We need the new Dark World support, and Master Duel would definitely get me to play. But then again, I did build Despia because I wanted something fun and powerful. That's something I need to actually learn how to play. Have a good night. You as well, and I appreciate you. Sorry, I can just join the cup right now. Dude, you're fine. You're fine. I'm going to send you some good vibes. Best of luck, my dude. You got this. The Casey Cup can be overturned. You got this. Take that Holy Grail and destroy it. I have faith in you. You know, Konami, you can make decisions. Please give me my boys from the Dark World. I know what I need to see. Turn that stuff off on Twitch. With that being said, I don't see a whole lot of... Now we're good. We'll just end the stream. We'll just end the stream here. More Reship of Destruction, bro. No, we can't do that. Reship of Destruction, by God, that was... actually, I'll give you a fun story. I legit was trying to figure out how to get like Game Shark codes working for Reship of Destruction, so I could just suddenly have instant money, so I can actually get cards at a decent rate. And then I would just come back on stream like, oh, by the way, I did a lot of grinding for Reship of Destruction. That's how I have 4.5 million money in the so you know, don't worry about that. Don't worry. Or Donkey Kong 64. I would take Donkey Kong 64 over Reship up any day. You're awesome, my guy. I appreciate you, Ryan. You're awesome as well, dude. Thank you so much. You're more than welcome to ever join into our streams. The next stream projected for sure is going to be on Wednesday. We're going to do more Yakuza 0. Really want to get back into Yakuza 0. That game is just phenomenal. But we'll be doing some more card games and stuff like that too. If I do make any more announcements about when we're going to be going live on Twitch, don't forget to be a part of the Discord community. We're pretty cool people there. But with that being said, everybody, that's it for me. I appreciate you all. Have a good rest of your night. Sleep well, stay safe, and I will catch you guys in the next stream. See ya.